Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Wanderlodge Owners Group YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It'll help us out maybe down the road. And if you guys have any videos about Wanderlodges, repairs, parts, trips you've taken, stuff like that, you're welcome to post them on our site or link to us or whatever. We're trying to keep the Wanderlodge name alive, and we're doing a pretty good job of that. Now, some of the things I hear or read on the internet, it's amazing to me that people that never had a Wanderlodge, don't know anything about a Wanderlodge, but they have lots of information in their mind about a Wanderlodge, and so they're out there saying, oh, you don't want to buy a Wanderlodge because there's no parts available. Well, that's not true. We have parts available, and I mean, for God's sake, what did Wanderlodge actually build? They built the body and the cabinetry. Well, any good cabinet shop can build cabinetry, and the body is just a steel body, or and anything on it can be reproduced with a good body man and painted. So it's not like it's that Wanderlodge built the engine and they built the rear end and there's just no parts available. Well, the parts are available. The Caterpillar engines, the Cummins engines, the Detroit engines, all that stuff is still available and serviceable. And it's not like it's a big mystery. So that's one of the big myths about a Wanderlodge, is there's no parts available. Second big myth is there's no backup, there's no service. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you think about this, if you had a brand new Wanderlodge and the Wanderlodge factory was still open, you would go there for service and warranty and stuff. Well, the newest Wanderlodge today is about 18 years old. And some of them are 50 years old. Here's one in the background right here, made in 1971. But the real deal is, if you have an older coach, you wouldn't take it to the factory for service anyway. There's no way you would go there and pay those prices and buy a part from them. I mean, you might buy a part or two from them, but with the forums and stuff we have today, we have everything available. Or we make stuff. I make bumpers, I make fenders, I got all kinds of stuff we make for this, and there's other guys out there like myself that make parts. So that is another big myth. Okay, there's parts available, there's service available. We've got some great service centers. Coachcraft up in Columbus, Georgia is a great service center. And we have Johnny Anderson, he's in Georgia too. All these guys used to work at the factory, and they're carrying on the factory tradition with the factory training and stuff. So they're working on coaches every day, keeping us all on the road, and they'll help you out over the phone too. But don't forget, those guys got to make a living. So if you want to know info and get good info, help with parts and all that, you could jump right on the Wanderlodge Owners Group. Just join up, it's free, and we can direct you down the right path as far as getting parts, getting service, getting tires. We even have a tire discount program. And we have another guy that's a great parts guy. He's down in Florida, Coach Parts Incorporated, I think it is, Dan Hartley, and he does a great job with parts. He's been a Wanderlodge parts guy for like 30 years now, and he probably knows a little bit about it. And he's making some parts too. We've had a little delay on some of the latest parts we need to make because of the supply chain issues and the great toilet paper pandemic. But that's getting better maybe, and so we're working on some projects. I help Dan out with ideas, and that's about it. Dan doesn't need my help much, but it's all good. And the Wanderlodge Owners Group has all those contacts in there. Coachcraft, Johnny Anderson, Coach Parts Incorporated, and Parliament. Well, they're not Parliament Coach anymore. Down in Clearwater Motor Coach maybe is what they are today. And but lots of good stuff out there. And some of the other myths are the fiberglass Wanderlodges. I have people call me and say, when did Wanderlodge start building an all fiberglass coach? And I went, never. Well, but my brother that works at the feed store, his hairdresser's husband, lawn man, said that they had a fiberglass Wanderlodge. Well, they don't. Wanderlodges were all steel except for the 380 version, and that was aluminum skinned body. and the 450s were stainless skinned, which is even better. The rest of them were steel with the fiberglass parts. They had fiberglass caps, some fiberglass bumper covers, but behind that bumper was a tough steel bumper or a heavy duty aluminum extrusion bumper. And but the bumper covers were fiberglass for a few years, and but that's not all fiberglass by any means. Let's see, what else is there? The rubber roof. How does a Wanderlodge rubber roof hold up? Well, Wanderlodge never built a rubber roof. They're all steel roofs except for the 380 and the 450, and I think they had aluminum skin on the roof, but it was still metal. It wasn't rubber, and you don't have to get up there and put a new rubber roof on it. You can get up there and walk on it. It's amazing. I had 17 people on the roof of Wanderlodge one time at a NASCAR race, and we didn't have any buckles or any harm done except for a few spilled beers. But let's see what else. There's all kinds of myths, you know, but it's not true. The Wanderlodge is still probably the best coach ever built anywhere. The body steel, the frame steel, there was a few that had a Spartan chassis under them, and everybody talked trash about a Spartan chassis. Well, a chassis is two big frame rails, two big C-channel frame rails that they bolt suspension stuff to. So who cares, you know, if it's a Spartan? But the good thing about it being a Spartan, and this was on the BMCs 37 and 40 through, let's see, 93 through 97. So 4 years of Spartan chassis. Spartan is still in business. Spartan will still service those coaches without any kind of a problem at all. Just bring it in. And let's see, there's something on my mind about the chassis. Most of it all is Rockwell or Eaton rear ends, front ends. You know, brakes are still available. It's easy to get. Airbags are easy to get. And a lot of homeowners that actually have never done a brake job on a Camaro are doing brake jobs on Class 8, basically, truck suspensions, which I can't go there. I think we all need a little more training on that, but they're getting it done. But anyway, the parts are available anywhere. There's nothing weird. There's nothing rare. It's all semi-truck stuff underneath. And what else? Lots of myths, but don't believe them. Don't believe the myths. And there's very little rust on a Wanderlodge. They use really good steel, really pickled it well, treated it well. You don't see rust on a Wanderlodge much unless it is just been in lots of salt roads and stuff like that. And most owners of Wanderlodges don't drive their coaches and stuff like that. They just don't do it. It's worth too much to them. The coach costs too much new to drive it into salt. And of course, everybody says, oh, coach came from Florida, it's gonna be a rust bucket. Man, I've lived in Florida for 67 years, and I never had a coach or a car even rust out in Florida unless I drove it into salt at the beach or something. So just because we have humidity doesn't mean it rusts. It may not be as dry as Utah, but it doesn't rust in Florida like people say. So I guess that's all I got for myths for today. If you hear of any good myths, let me know. You know, it's always good to talk to you. Welcome. Come on, visit us at the Wanderlodge Owners Group Forum, and see y'all at a rally down the road.